all expressions and actions in the world that come from the habitual patterns are not even our patterns, right? The patterns of our parents and ancestors and the field of beings in the world right now that often leads to disaster. Just right here, notice the purity. Okay, so purity is like, doesn't feel so pure because maybe there's some veiling of nervousness, residual shimmer of the busy week or a difficult life at this point. We acknowledge all of that. So allow awareness. Let's take a breath. With the mouth open, release. There's the ah sound already shimmering. And have awareness descend along the cheekbones. And just allow it to rest in the heart. It's a bit of a tricky guiding because, of course, awareness in the world is already arising from the heart. The loving Vajra heart essence. So feel into your heart right now. Place your awareness in your heart. And there, as soon as you place it there and you hold it there lovingly, the brick walls that we sometimes build around it start to become illusory and dissolve. And what do we usually find in the heart is the wish for happiness, the wish for happiness. Or the sweet desire for happiness, which of course matures over time from our practice or praxis in our lives and being with others of similar intended hearts. The wish for happiness of all beings. That's the maturation, wish for happiness of all beings. Then notice that we realize that all our desires that we ever had in our life and all our wishes, when we distill them down to their most pure state, they're all the wish for beingness. And then again, another little shift of maturation, the wish for beingness for all beings, so they may all realize that their own hearts are a place of refuge and the origin of source, of Dharmakaya, of the guru within, the streaming into the world. So it becomes a vantage point shift, not so confined behind the eyes, in the head, in the heart, and then resonating through the whole soma, the whole body. I said soma because that's maybe a little bit more not so confined by your anatomy. Just feel your beingness like little awakeful flames shimmering like around your body, like a local sphere of awareness. So this is the direct path, the immediate arising of the Buddha within. And then maybe at times there is the maturation and the realization and the unveiling. And maybe at first we start Mindfulness 101. I'm not my thoughts, feelings, emotions, and perceptions. I'm that which knows them. That's like mindfulness right there, world peace already right there. So can you do that right now? Make that shift into freedom, moving all that movement of the mind with its tendency for negative bias from a subject to an object, moving the difficult mind states from a subject to an object. So now, not without movement, maybe not without pain, but free from it. I'm not a subject to it. It's arising. It's arising in my field of being. And then when I become aware that I'm aware, because then we can maybe identify the constancy. Awareness doesn't arise. It just, we open to it. So the openness, we open to it. And then we notice the never changing, always right with usness of timeless, boundless loving awareness. Always right there. Ever accessible with this shiftless shift. Just with the slightest little wish. Pah, there it is. And then let's take a breath again. Releasing. Then indeed boundless. So saturate all the space around with the knowing of being. And another little unveiling. No out there-ness, not me over here and you over there. Then this boundless space, all events and appearances, thoughts and perceptions, and the knowing, so the boundless space, all objects and appearance, and the knowing are one boundless, loving, unified field. And then the last one, usually there is still some remnant of a meditator or a center, a locus, or a body. And then we learn to dissolve that too. And come to realize that even our body, in its illusoriness, is just a light body, just a shimmer, insubstantial, yet so vivid. Then we feel our bodies, the body of the body of breath and energy in the world. So let's take a breath again. Natural energy. The body of breath and energy as the sounding of wisdom and compassion when it comes straight from source, straight from being fullness. And then the body of source as source. Feel that openness. That's it right now. Boundless wholeness as the guru within us. Don't doubt it. So only awareness can know awareness. When we allow, when we bring our thought patterns in, these things quickly start sounding metaphysical. So don't pay attention to anything, any words or letters. Just metabolize some of these words that are not mine. They just collected from me paying attention in some of these circles. And then the body of the Sangha, evolving from me to we, to everyone, to all beings. And here it is. Here we are together. So right now, let's take another breath. And now flow out, extend to everyone in the room, in this room, right? This is our pod today, our cozy pod of loving wakefulness. Just reach out to everyone from the actuality of being. Every little Buddha on their seat, so unique in their expression in the world. But that knowing of being, which is not, that openness, that knowing of source, is completely uniform. And that recognition is experienced exactly the same by everyone in this circle. What a sweet family that is, the recognition of timeless, loving awareness, resonating brighter because 78 awarenesses are better than one. That's why we're together. Again, we are facilitating each other's awakening. Notice that realm of pure potentiality prior to any movement of mind, but mind with a little m. Saint Augustine sometimes called that realm of pure potentiality the great deep. You are that. And every time a thought starts moving, keep your field perspective not so confined and tight, decontracted. Just let it move. Don't hold the mind too tight. That's sometimes a mistake we made, and we end up sitting in the blissy cosmic hot tub. It's also the practice again of metabolization, letting things come and go. So if a thought comes, let it arise. But keep the vantage point shift being the field of boundless, timeless awareness. Again, when we form in awareness, things don't sound so metaphysical, like timeless. It's pretty simply identified. Notice that knowing, that awareness, that shining of awareness does not fluctuate in time. It's constant and uniform. It appears to flicker because it's the movement that kind of covers the light for a moment. So this is direct knowing. Direct knowing. You just know it. You just know it. And it can't be unknown.